Hello, I'm Dr. Anil Guri, and today I'm going to talk to you about a subject which often has not been discussed much. Is bed rest required after embryo transfer? For over 40 years, we've been struggling with many of these very basic questions. In the early days, it was believed that if you got up after an embryo transfer, there could be expulsion of the embryo and also uterine contractions would start happening. So, clinics often advised that you should take bed rest and you should stop going to work, and in many places it became an acceptable pattern. One of the factors that often happens that during extended periods of stress and extended periods of not going to work increases stress levels. And it's not possible to know how much of that has an impact on results. Returning to work reduces stress that couples go through, and in fact, the mind is off the day-to-day work. And so often the stress levels seem to go down. Now, if you look at this systemic meta-analysis, it suggested that bed rest did not improve the chances of live birth, of clinical pregnancy, of reduction of miscarriages, or implantation rates, and none of them were statistically different. The study also suggested that there was no effect on any of the parameters of pregnancy. Now, with intrauterine insemination, the data is still not certain, though some studies suggest that taking some rest may improve. But have a look at this, that in intrauterine insemination, you're putting a larger volume inside the uterus, while in embryo transfer, you're putting a much smaller amount of fluid. Now, it is possible that we forget that in fertile couples, there is a negative experience that is often happening. And with the restriction of work, that may worsen. At present, I do not think there is any evidence to suggest that bed rest seems to improve the chances of pregnancy. And in fact, by asking women not to go back to work or restricting the activity may in fact be doing them more harm. So that's a very short talk, and that generally describes about what happens with bed rest with IVF. Anyway, thank you very much, and thank you for listening. Thank you.